If you look at his sleeve, I'm gonna just rekindle what I did in the morning. His sleeve that you guys did that. By the way, it's missing the sleeve head. I'll show you how to fix that. This is a single pattern piece that when it's sewn, it creates a tube, which is your sleeve. It has the shape of the sleeve cap, right? But it's basically what the sleeve is. So here is where the explanation goes. If you look at my sleeve and you look at his sleeve, right? You see that my sleeve doesn't have any wrinkles on the front of the elbow, right? Because my arms are slightly bent forward. I don't walk around with my arms straight like that. Actually, that hurts. I guess that would be a good workout. I don't know what's going to make grow, but anyway, okay? Or probably my ego. But your arms are always slightly bent forward. Now, as you can see, here is wrinkle is almost him. Oh, I'm sorry, it's on video. No, he had it rolled up. Right? I had to.
Sure.
I have to be nice today.
See?
Right? But it is a thin fabric, so you are allowed to do it as a single piece. Now, this jacket not only is a heavier material, it also has a lining. So it will be the shirt, the lining, the fabric. Let's say that we live in cold weather. We're going to have another lining on the coat. We're going to have another heavy wool on top of it, right? It will be really bunching up right here in front of your elbow, that to the point that might even cut your circulation, right? So what's the difference between his sleeve, that is one single piece with a single seam under the arm, to my sleeve that is actually two pieces? See that I have a seam here and I have a seam on the elbow. So I have an upper arm sleeve and then I have an under sleeve. You see that? Why is that? So if you see, this was your basic sloper. You're dismissed. Thank you. If you see, he's gonna start touching, so no. So if you see this sleeve, this is a basic sloper. It has a dart. Why does it have a dart? To actually give you that little move towards the front, right? Once the dart is closed, both sides measure the same. But see that this side is a little bit curved? That way, when you put it on, your sleeve goes forward. Now, on a loose fitting jacket like his, I dismissed you too fast, but that's okay, right? In a light fabric, right? You can afford to not have the dart because it's not fitted. It's actually loose fitting, right? But if you see Marina's jacket, she also has two pieces on her sleeve. You see that she has a seam. The first seam is very close to your underarm, so it kind of hides when your arm is down. And the one in the back, I'm going to give you the formula right now. It has to run down through the middle of your elbow. Okay? See where my elbow is? And then that's where your vent is. So I see a lot of you when you are designing and you're drawing jackets, for some reason you all put the button in the front of your design. Have you guys noticed? This is a little shade. Look at where your buttons are.
At the elbow stand.
Look at where his button is.
Elbow.
It's in the back, right? Because your button should be lining up with your elbow. Unless you have a medical condition that your elbows are on the front of your body.
Design choice.
Huh? No, this
Design.
is not a design choice. This is a comfortable, practical
I know,
choice.
I'm joking.
It's actually, hold on, the word is functional choice.
Functional, yeah, functional.
Okay?
Being super-
So what we're going to do is we're going to create, first of all, a sleeve that is wide enough to be a jacket. And then we're going to walk the sleeve head to make sure that it fits properly. Okay? And then last, we're going to convert it into a two-piece sleeve. And then we're going to create, this is called a miter corner.
Miter?
Yes. See that I have a seam right in the 45 degree in the middle? right? And this is actually the extension for the facing. Okay? So let's bring the model back again. Remember I mentioned that his sleeve is not laying properly? Could you turn so they can see you? Okay, you can see it too. Look at how it's creating wrinkles right here. You see that? That means that the sleeve is being pulled up too high here. He should have had either wider shoulders, right? Or she should have had more on the sleeve head. So this would lay properly.
I mean, between
Like you see it on my sleeve. I don't know. That's it. You're dismissed. Thank you. You can send the bill later. Okay. So if you, I don't know if I can do my jacket and you guys can see it, but there is an actual way that your sleeve has to fall properly, right? So if my sleeve had less sleeve head, see how it creates all those wrinkles? If it had too much, then it was going to start dragging. Okay? Good? So we're gonna take into consideration the amount that we gave it for the shoulder pad and what we added to the shoulder when we work on the sleeve. Okay, that's it.